Guys, okay, so my first video back, I decided I'm not going to do a braiding how-to video for my first video back. I actually wanted to talk about a different topic that I've been thinking about talking about, but I haven't really gotten to it yet, and that is how to make your hair grow longer. A lot of people are in the idea of they want their hair really, really long. Me specifically, I like it longer just because I can braid it more and there's more to do with it, especially since my hair is not super thick. Having it longer helps a lot. So that's why I keep it the length it is. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about a couple ways that you can really help encourage your hair growth. It's not necessarily that difficult of a thing to do, but it's one of those things that you have to make sure that you do it all the time. Otherwise, it's not going to work. If that makes sense. Anyways, okay, so let me get started. So I have a couple, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think, different ideas. Well, not ideas, but ways that you can help this. Your first one is obviously you're keeping up your health. If you're healthy, if you're eating right, it's going to help and your hair is going to grow longer. It's just part of the natural process. Just like your fingernails grow longer, your hair grows longer. Easy as that. But one of the vitamins that is really help encouraging this is vitamin E, because that helps with nutrients that are in your hair and it helps it grow. So vitamin E is a really good vitamin to make sure that you're getting a lot of. Also biotin, it helps with hair growth. It's more used in like neonatal vitamins, but I mean, go figure, but that's also another resource. It's not suggested that you use that route though, but if you are desperate, I guess you can go to that. Also, quick thing, I am not a doctor, so if something happens or this doesn't work for you, sorry, it doesn't work for everyone. I'm not a doctor, so don't take my advice to heart. These are just ideas to get you thinking. So yes, throw that in. Okay, so my next idea is there's an oil trick. Okay, so you take extra virgin olive oil, and you put it in a microwavable cup. You just get enough to cover your hair. You don't want to like drown it, but just enough to cover it, kind of like you do with your shampoo and conditioner. So you get that, and you put it in your microwave and do it for about 10 seconds. Now, the point of doing it for 10 seconds is to warm it up. You don't want to make it hot. You want to be able to stick your finger in it and it to be warm. Because if it's too hot, it can cause your hair to fall out, which you don't want to do. So you're trying to grow it longer, not get rid of it. So you heat the oil up for about 10 seconds. Check it, make sure it's warm enough. If it's not warm at all, then you want to heat it up a little bit more. But do it in like 3 5-second intervals. That way it doesn't get too hot. So then that's what you do with that, and then you go, and you should probably do this in your bathroom, but you go and you put it all over your hair, and you hold your head upside down for 4 minutes. Kind of random, but you do that. And then what you do is you can flip your head back over, and you leave it and let it sit for 2 hours. Now that sounds like a long time. However, it helps it grow about an inch a week, inch and a half a week, which is really good for hair growth because usually it doesn't grow that fast. So that's another way that you can help with your hair growth. And then you just rinse it out afterwards. Forgot to throw that in. You don't just leave it in. That would be stupid. Also, next, there is a leave-in conditioner called Give Me 3 Inches. I'll leave a link. Oh, I'll leave a link to all these things in the description, by the way. But it's kind of the same idea as the oil trick and the vitamins. It's kind of got both in it, and it's a leave-in conditioner, and it's supposed to help give nutrients into your hair. So that's another thing you can use. I haven't personally used that yet, but I know people that have and they like it, so that helps a lot. Next on my list, haircuts. People say that if you want your hair to grow longer, you should not get your hair cut. That is not true. Obviously, if you don't get your hair cut, your hair will grow more, right? But if your hair is not healthy, then it's not going to grow in the first place. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you get haircuts, but you get them less frequently and of shorter lengths. If that makes sense to you, that's good. That's what I do. Instead of getting your hair cut every like 2 months, you go every like 3 or 4. Now, sometimes you have to kind of base it off of how your hair looks. I know some months your hair gets drier than others, so you want to check and make sure. Just look at your split ends and make sure they're clean and crisp. I recently got mine cut, so they're good right now, but sometimes they look a little dry, or if your hair gets a little like spider webby, that means you need a haircut. So if you're trying to grow your hair out and it gets to be a while and you're like, no, I don't need a haircut, but your hair's webby, probably go anyways because that's really not good for your hair because it dries it out and damages it. And you don't want damaged long hair because then it's not as pretty. Last thing on my list is... That's it. Just kidding. That was the end of my list. My list is ended. So yeah, those are a couple tricks to help get your hair to grow longer. If you have any ideas or know any ways that work for you, leave them in the description. As always, eating well and taking your normal daily vitamins and exercise and all that fun stuff. All that is typically the best way to do it, but if you need that little extra boost, those are a couple ideas to help get you started. So I hope that helps, and see you guys later. Bye!